Welcome everyone to another riveting Steel Division game with the Master Vox here. Co-casting with me is going to be Graham. Graham, would you like to introduce the players?
Yes, I will introduce the players. So here on the right-hand side, we have Mimile in the red playing as 20th Panzer V for victory. On the left, we have Luna playing Comp Group of Alter Balance. So kind of a unique little matchup here. And this is Slutsk East, I believe.
I think you're right here. Yeah, no, this is one of those maps where you have a little bit of access to everything. 2K gets to play in the south, you have like a nice little urban area and close quarters in the north. So I really like it as a balanced map to allow a lot of different divisions to shine in different ways.
It's also hard playing Maverick at times on this map, especially when the skill gap is very minimal between the two players, because it can just be difficult to get the double tick based off the positioning of the flags. So both players going for a longer income does make sense, though. Luna being sloppy there, losing an infantry unit. I wasn't able to see which one ends up a blitz to the Panzer Grenadier there by Mimile. I would say, like, on the surface of it, V for Victory versus Balance, I think isn't a bad decision. I think V for Victory is a little memey, but in a balanced matchup, it actually can work, especially if you know the tendencies of your opponent, right? If you think your opponent's probably a little more cautious, you can get away with playing V for Victory. Though, the downside of that is you are extremely exposed, as we do see with the 90 points per minute for 10 minutes in B. So,
you kind of buckle down and you're just like, whoa, let's see where this goes. One thing I want to really point out, though, is having Mimile using 20th Panzer, just having that armored push in the center northern area. So it looks like that's where he wants to make his move, which makes sense, because his Panzer Division is actually really good when it comes to that mid-range, like, knife fighting with those armor pieces.
Yeah, I mean, Comp Group of Alter is obviously the new division, right? It's the new hotness, along with Vessex in the Steel Division community. I do like Walter a lot. I think it's very strong. We don't have the thing pulled up here, so we can't quite see like how they built their decks. But I've played probably 20 games in it in the past week and a half.
Oh yeah, you've been grinding. Ooh, you've been grinding. If you see him in the quick play, yeah, you know what you're about to come up against.
There's also an imposter. There's someone using my name in the quick play queue. There is an imposter.
Wait, really?
Be aware. Yes. I am not the only one currently named Graham Burgundy in the quick play queue.
Well, you have to let us know if you played against the real Graham or the Graham, the imposter, in the comments below.
You can tell by the Steam. You can tell by the Steam picture. But yeah, we do see. So Luna's responding by buying a Jagdpanzer 4. I love the Jagdpanzer 4 right now at 105 points. I think it's an excellent vehicle. I don't love buying it to deal with this armored push, because this is really cheap, right? This is cheap shit. Like, let me get a bunch of F1s up there for the HE. I have the APC. I have the Panzer 3Ls for the APCR. It's a very cheap, kind of cost-efficient, meant to be really annoying.
Yeah.
I would probably rather just get a couple cheap anti-tank guns and just try and maybe ambush him or let him overextend.
He does have the ZIS-3 coming up as well with the the Russian gun with the German ammunition.
Yeah, that one's okay, but I think like it's gonna get blapped.
Oh yeah, no, with the amount of machine guns and HE that these F1s and these Panzer 3s have, it makes sense.
Like, that anti-tank gun is good, right? But it's only 8 rounds a minute, which isn't... I mean, I only say only 8, right? But that's not necessarily an insanely high fire rate in the SD2 anti-tank gun world. Yeah. So this is a very aggressive push here by Mimile. It's a little memey, I think. There's a little bit of a...
Well, Luna's moving it back. He's been taking a different position for it completely.
Yeah, I would do that. You don't want the Jagdpanzer 4 engaging by itself, because the APCR Panzer 3s will kill it. Like, at this range here, you want that Jagdpanzer 4 engaging at 1750, not especially sub 1000 with 3 of them. Plus, there's Panzer Grenadiers here. Stunning the leader is smart with the 81mm mortar, but the fire is a little too far behind, I think, to deal with these Panzer Gren, so they will entrench. And now we're going to kind of see it here. I mean, he bought some Grenadiers with MP44s. Those do have Panzerfaust, another Panzergren, probably to buff that.
Yeah,
whereas
really
down south, there's a little bit of a push going as well.
Yeah, the down south push right now is about to be crushed because they have 2 flame trap tracks and a Panzer 3, and Luna doesn't have anything to be able to properly respond to that right now. The Jagdpanzer is actually engaging from like this hedgerow of buildings, like some may call it a city block.
Yeah, Mimile's gonna stop. Is gonna stop right here. Honestly, bombing this if he could, or even using his mortar. He's used all the ammo, unfortunately. Just dropping mortar rounds just to get suppression would work. Luna's kind of responding by trying to just probe in other places. The problem is he has no AT really pushed up with him. Like down south, that Pac 36. Oh, before I can even get you to see it, it's dead.
Yep, I just watched the grill murder it.
Yeah, and so then he responds because Mimile's using like the cheap recon planes just to kind of be annoying. I mean, they really are. They're meant to annoy, but they do have
the 250-kilogram bombs
on them.
Yeah.
And while those won't really kill anything, they're annoying. And what does it do? It forces a 125-point Focke-Wulf to get called out in response. So, at a time where Luna probably would like to buy other things but a Focke-Wulf, and so we do see as these Panzer IIIs and Panzer IV blob, they are kind of starting to get moving. The Pack 36 here trying to get an angle, but they're moving too fast down the road.
I really do like this flank push into him, though.
Yeah, I mean, this is just like, hey, like, I know there's a Yak Panzer IV there. I don't want to try and take the engagement straight up.
Yeah.
Let me shift here, and there's just not a lot of... I mean, no, there is some AT. This could go badly for Mimile if these infantry units are placed properly. You have a Panzerfaust. We have the heat grenade that you can throw for the Verlungsarmen.
Yeah.
Which I actually take in B for Volter, but that's also because I play Maverick. But yeah, I mean, this A1mm mortar, that's going to die, right? So one of the Panzer IIIs have already paid themselves off. This Panzer III is engaging what? Oh, it's getting engaged right there by the Yak Panzer. The Panzer IIIM to try and turn here.
Oh, that Yak Panzer got the kill. Oh.
Yeah, great kill there by the Yak Panzer.
Oh, so, the Pack 30 or the Pack 36, the ZIS-3 is getting those shots in too. Oh.
Yeah, so now it's kind of becoming a disaster for Mimile because he went into his buildings here.
Yep.
Panzerfaust from the Panzer Grenadier right there. He's going to push up again, get another one.
Jesus, these reload so fast.
Oh, well, they're reusable. They're a discardable weapon, you know. So like, remember, there's no reloading a Panzerfaust. You shoot it, throw it away, and you grab the next one.
Yeah, so it's like an AT4. You just kind of like throw it away, and then
Yeah. So they have the max rate of fire, I think, for an AT weapon in SC2. Now this Ju-87 is going to get a kill on this Yak Panzer IV.
But let's see if the drilling might have. it spread it out just enough.
Just enough.
Wow.
Yeah, very, very lucky there. Though, if we zoom in on it, she's clearly damaged, so it's pretty close to death. But that is a benefit, right? It did stop it, which I was surprised. The drilling used to be completely worthless. I still don't know if it's good, but it saved the Yak Panzer IV, so you can't like hate on it too much.
All right, so right now, like if you're listening, if you haven't liked, like it. If you haven't commented, comment and tell us what you think of the drilling, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Yeah, I'm doing that right now. I'm calling you guys out. Come on, support the channel. I saw somewhere, and statistically, I think you should say it in the middle. Luna has actually done very well up north, but the southern front is a complete and utter debacle. As we said earlier, there was no AT there. The guerrilla sniping it. The Pack 36. He actually lost 2 Pack 36s down there. So there's really he lost a Pack 36 to a Panzer Grenadier with a machine gun. Then he lost the other one to the guerrilla. Because right now it looks like this O-ring's getting blown out down south.
Yeah, that's actually dead. What he needs to do here is counterattack up north. There's no point in wasting any points down south anymore. Like, it's just... Maybe eventually you can, but you're going to need to counter in another direction. And honestly, Mimile's bought more planes. He's buying a Flak 43. He's got a Flak 37-88. He just bought a Pack 40 as well. So there is an opportunity here for Luna, even in A phase, to do some real damage because he has so much more combat firepower up in the northern portion of the map here. Flak going to go ahead and kill that Ju-87.
Oh, look at the Arado.
Yeah, he buys the Recon Arado, but I don't know why he does that. There's no point. Like, you know that's a disaster down there.
True.
Yeah, so there goes the Ju-87. It got a pilot unconscious from the Flak 36.
And then you have a flak filling and the drilling up north, so we do have the ability to like counteract some of these annoying recon planes. But at the same time, like the forced purchase of all this AA.
Yeah, the half track getting on top of the Flak 43 here is huge. The Flak 43 is obviously an excellent piece of AA the Germans get, better than its Flak 36 counterpart. And we see it try and drive on top of here. Now, this half track will probably die. That does give him the flag, which stops the double tick, which is important.
Yes.
Because the double tick will continue if Luna doesn't kind of stabilize the situation here. It's going to go back to 1410 pretty quickly. But if I'm him, I'm done spending points down south. We're going to kind of try and hold the line kind of where that LG-42 is and that Yak Panzer IV. Hopefully that's enough, and then you just got to push up north. Like, you really got to break the northern position.
Yeah, he's just throwing Pack 38s down there, the 50 mil ones. Just trying to like stem some of the armor. Yeah, it's going to die because he's just piecemealing it. But he is redeploying a Yak Panzer IV, which I do like this because he's not actually investing anything further. Oh, nope, he put it into the middle.
Yeah, he wants to stop that Guerrilla Martyr 1 push, which is fine. I think that's acceptable.
Yeah.
But the Southern one, there's no point in spending any resources there because you're not getting it back anytime soon. Like, that's a 10-minute... It was broken so badly that it's just pointless. You might as well send your points elsewhere. And he's kind of stopped. And that's Luna's problem right now. He has so much... If you look at the middle position of the hill, he has so many more units that if he just Q moved right now, he could probably completely break that position. But he's allowing the intensity of the Southern Breakthrough to paralyze him, and it's actually going to... It probably will cost him this game.
Yeah, I think you're kind of right there. I will point out, though, that right now what we're seeing with Luna trying to get back into the middle portion, like maybe he'll make that push, but at the same time, it looks like he's breaking him up north, because if you look up north, you have Bavarians on him pushing into that, but town area, and he has, like, next to nothing there.
He's going too slow. Luna doesn't have the sense of urgency, I think, required for his situation. You don't want to be getting ticked this badly in B by the V for Victory player, because he's already seized momentum, right? That happened. He seized the momentum. You're down 15-9. This is when you're supposed to be trying to, like, recorrect that momentum for when you guys get into that C phase kind of like slugfest, right? Well, every minute that this continues means that if you get into C phase, you're at a massive disadvantage the longer this game goes on, because you can't afford to ever get broken. Like, you can't afford poor trades. Like, having those long-term incomes, and you're down half the tick already before we even get into C phase is not a winning recipe.
Yeah, I think
and look at the big point dump. The big Stuke 3-point dump.
Yeah, the Stuke 3s, it looks like Mimile was trying to deploy it as if he still had the southern reinforcement point. And so they're moving from the next highest reinforcement point down. So that, I don't know if that's like a misplay or if that's just like right when that Flame Panzer came up, it took it away.
Yeah, I really do think this is a mistake. Like, I fundamentally believe the right course of action here is you just dump into the north and you get those 3 northern flags so that along that hill line on the top, the 2 on the top of the hill line and the 1 in the town. And there was a real opportunity about even 3-4 minutes ago to completely break Mimile there. That opportunity is now gone, at least in the immediate sense. I think he still has way more firepower. But look how many Bavarians on him are sitting right there in the middle. There's a Panzer Grenadier Führer right there in the middle doing nothing. This one Jagdpanzer IV, he's doing some work, right? He might kill that T-34, which will be nice, but these Fallschirmjäger Pioneers are going in. They will clean this up, so that should hopefully stop the double tick for Luna.
Yeah, I will say Mimile's use of these flame half-tracks is actually really interesting, because I've never really seen anyone use them in higher play. So this is a newer use.
They were a little popular once upon a time. Oh, there is the JV7. He's not paying attention. He needs to get that Focke-Wulf is targeted to strafe a Stoss troop. He needs that Focke-Wulf to engage his JV7.
Oh, shit.
Drop, and this should get... Oh, okay. No, he lost.
No,
he went the back one. But it wasn't a good drop.
No.
So he might actually... Oh, no, it did. It got it.
Yeah, it got the kill, but at the same time, we're just like, whoa, what's going on here?
Yeah, it looked like he was originally targeting the more forward Stug, lost sight, and then retract. He actually might get out because of the angle that he evac'd due to the Focke-Wulf over shooting.
Yeah, it looks like he's actually retaken the south almost completely at this point. He's pushing in his armored force. And he's using the Arado to good use, because I bet he's able to see what's down there based off of that.
Yeah, he can, but the problem is that he still has to reclaim the intersection flag. That's going to take him time, right? That's at least 2-3 minutes away. Then he needs to push back towards the 2 other intersections beyond that, and there's a Guerrilla and a Flak 88 out. So that creates already a problem for him where he's dumped so many points now. That's 3 Stugs, 2 Pack 38s, multiple infantry units, plus the plane support. And the Jagdpanzer IV died, which went to the middle.
I think the Martyr got it. Yeah, it's either the Martyr or the Flak 88 got that, because where it died.
And that Panzer 3L, it's stopping this push here in the northern position. And that Pack 40, he needs to be careful with that Pack 40. So the Bavarian Arnhem actually spotted the Pack 40 is huge. That's what you want those shitty little reservist units to do. They're not really killing shit, right? That's just really not what they do. But if it can spot you a 60-point Pack 40 hiding in a tree line, wow, huge value.
Yeah,
if you can kill it.
They're recon by fire. That's all that they need to be.
Totally. That's how I use them. Or as an exploitation force, if you're going to break through somebody and you just want to blow open that front, you dump 150 points of those reservist infantry just to expand it, right? Like to dump into it.
Yeah, because the use of the frontline mechanic there, you just kind of dump it in those 20-point infantry units just to make everything better.
Yeah, the problem is just still the placement here of these flags. The 15-9 is brutal. It's continued, and he's going to dump more infantry, and these are going to be the Fallschirmjäger with the captured American Brownings. 2 mobile wagons being bought in the past couple of minutes. That's painful. I mean, that's a lot of points just to stop basically dumb little AA plane or dumb little recon planes, right? Along with the Focke-Wulf that was purchased earlier. So I think Luna's purchases here have really, and it's also decision making, right? Like this is very high level play. These are 2 excellent players throwing down at this moment. But to me, Mimile looks very locked in. He knew what he wants to do. Very aggressive opening gameplay. And Luna looks a little too a little slow, right? He's playing like 5% slower than Mimile, and you see that replicated across the field here.
Oh, we're seeing the Panzerfaust at 1 vet in cover, just completely pinning these Fallschirmjäger. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, because there's nothing special about those Fallschirmjäger. Sure, they're raiders, tank riders, all that nonsense, right? But at the end of the day, they're a 20-point infantry unit, no shock, no commando, no fanatical, with a 1 captured Browning.
And the 1 captured Browning only has 20 suppressed, while the 2 MG42s have 40 suppressed. So we're seeing that play out like right in front of us.
Absolutely. Yeah, that 1 Panzergrenadier is going to eat that up all day long. I like that Fallschirmjäger unit personally. It is good. But unvetted infantry pushing into German infantry, other Germans, right, with MG42s. I mean, that's since the beginning of the game a recipe for disaster for you.
It's been like that the entire time.
Oh, yeah. German infantry entrenched has always been strong, especially if it's Panzer Grenadiers with MG42s. And he needs that Stug to be more support, but he knows there's an infantry unit in that town block, so he doesn't want to push the Stug down there, and he gets Panzerschreck, Panzerfaust, a grenade through the top hatch, right?
Yeah.
You don't want any of that happening to it, so it forces you to be a little more stagnant. Now we do see the Panzer IV 70V called out. That's with the fancy gun.
That's
with the 2,000 meter range.
Panther gun on the Jagdpanzer, right? That's...
So, is it the Panther gun? I think it might be. Yeah, I think you're correct. I don't know. Someone in the comments will be able to tell us exactly. I just know it has the better gun.
Yeah, the 2K version of it. Yeah.
The schematics of what gun the Germans put in this random tank destroyer. But I know a lot of obscure World War II history. I just don't know that one specific. I do like that vehicle. It's pretty nasty. I don't like the idea of it charging forward against the Flak 88.
Oh, the Flak 88 with what's the AP shell on that 160 penetration 160. Against the 130 armor? 130? Oh, that's a bad recipe there.
Yeah, you're asking to die. That T-34 still out there. Mimile actually brings the Pack 43 card, which is a little surprising to you. Well, yeah, because you don't get King Tiger, right? You don't get King Tigers in Volta.
I don't think so.
No, you get King Tigers in 16 Luftwaffe, and you get King Tigers in like Von Tettau. But
you get the Jagdpanther though. I think that's what he might have brought it in for.
Yeah, he might buy it for that. Yeah.
Just like
I personally don't like the Pack 43.
You don't like the Pack 43?
I think it's a 10v10 unit. It's 100 points for 230 pin at 45% accuracy. Like I really don't think that it's big, it's clunky. I would much rather just have some Pack 40s. Plus, I mean, the Jagdpanther is the only thing that you would kind of like, maybe want something heavier for. Like watch this LG-42 is engaging this Pack 41 up here in the middle. Let's see if the LG-42 gets a good hit, it's gonna fucking. Oh no, the LG-42.
The 88 beat the Panzer 470. By the way, I'm gonna point that out. It's just the fact that it didn't have the HE support that it needed, like the LG-42s or something needed to engage it.
Yeah, it's still at the end of the day, it's still like Jagdpanzer 4. You don't want to go against an 88, not head on.
No, but this LG-42 might actually be able to if not suppress it down, kill off this. Nope, Caster's Curse.
He'll get the guy right there. Yeah,
Caster's Curse. I'm like, this could happen. This would be cool. Yeah, no, it's not happening. It's not cool.
Yeah, Pack 43 getting the kill there. I mean, he does feel like, because we are entering C here, so it's, we kind of talked like it feels like Luna was dead. He is still alive. It is a 14-10 game here.
Yeah.
The problem is that Stug down south, he is not long for this world with another Ju-87 coming. The northern position without more armor being pushed in here, it's going to be hard to break, or even like there's no Panzer Shrek teams, nothing even small maybe to help out on this forest line.
Oh shit! The placement of this mobile wagon means it's not actually engaging until it. Wow, that's rough. But the mobile wagon should keep it off. Yeah, it keeps it off.
Yeah, it's still Stug. I mean, it's still Stuka.
Yeah, he's got a drilling there too, so it looks like he's bringing the MG42s in the drilling. So.
Yeah, I don't know if that's worth the cost. I did say that one Yak Panzer IV, so we have to caveat. It wasn't like it's worthless, but there is an element that's kind of I don't know though if it's worth the cost. Plus, the Yak Panzer IV still died anyways.
True.
It still got annihilated. It's not like it's the hero Yak Panzer IV. He is dead, all shot up on the side of that Belarusian road. So
a true hero, though. I will point out real quick that Mimile is having a little fob moment where he has the Opel Blitz munition resupplying the Martyrs for their HE and APCR and resupplying that Guerrilla. So we're going to see him start retaking over that 2K, that 2K fight.
Double SK-18 by here. Mimile, he clearly knows he's in the driver's seat. He's going to go ahead and get some heavy artillery out and just start pounding away at basically Luna's lines, because Luna's lost any momentum. That's the big problem here, and that's been continued since the opening moments of the game. He just doesn't have the ability to, inject the power that he wants to. And we see a Nebelwerfer by here. He needs things like Nebelwerfers. He needs 88s. He needs LG42s. But he's being ticked 15-9 with 2.5 minutes left. And all those units, they don't push the front line. And that's what happens. That's what happens when you get into a game, especially with a V victory on balance. If you're getting ticked heavily as the balance player coming out of A, it can be that 90 points can be very deceiving, especially if you play a division that has cheap infantry or cheap fire support, which 20th Panzer does.
Yeah, it does have the ability to have 20th Panzer is one of the best divisions in my opinion. Still, Nate and me made a video on it earlier, because it has the tools for everything. It's got your Stahlstruppen for your close quarters. It's got the OST 20 point, maybe they're 15 point things. It's got the Azats. It's got cheap armor. We're watching the Flame Panzers do the Lord's work here. So it's got a little bit of everything. I think the 20th Panzer is one of the most balanced divisions, at least in my opinion.
No, I agree. 20th Panzer is typically one of my... If someone says, hey, I want to play German divisions to start off, it's one of my recommended ones, even to this day, because it does check so many boxes. And while I do think there are better ones in this day and age, thank you DLC Power Creep, right? That does exist. But for the most part, 20th Panzer is still a high-level division. It covers pretty much everything you could need. It has light armor. It has decent infantry. It's got a great artillery tab. It's got a decent air tab. It has, it really is, like I said, it's checking all those boxes for you. And as a player, that's really what you want, especially starting off. So even in high-level play here, it's extremely dangerous. Is comparable Walter maybe better? I don't know. Probably not. I'd probably say Twin Panzer is probably the better. It's more
well-rounded. More well-rounded, yeah.
And that, for a lot of players, even today, matters a lot, right? Can I bring out pretty much anything I would want to bring out? Can you play it on any map? You can play 20 Panzer on pretty much any map of the game.
You can make the deck super versatile just because, you have access. The LG42 versus the Pack 43. We're going to see that go down, yeah.
Round 2. I mean, the LG42 should win, right? But the Pack... oh, wow, he missed right there, so no, he will die. Yeah.
No, he's falling back.
Oh, wow, Mimile got a little scared of the... I probably would have let it shoot one more time, but...
Ooh, that was half its health in one shot, though. Ooh.
Yeah, that's with the fallback order, too.
Yeah, and then the Guerrilla's going to come in, it's going to clean everything up. Unless this Panzer 470... Yeah. No, the Panzer 470 is on a move order. What's going on? What in the Sam hell?
Yeah, the Flak 37 is also a little far back. You'd probably want it to support a little bit here. Because the Yak Panzer 4... he's literally just moving. Now he's stopping. Oh, he's trying to kill the 88. He's trying to move it forward so that way it wouldn't, I think, probably just keep... Oh, maybe not. I don't know, because now he's not moving. I don't know. Never mind.
So real quick, one trick I've actually learned is if the 88's engaging some armor, you can just throw out a bullshit plane because the 88 will automatically prioritize the aircraft over the armor.
Yeah.
Unless they're microing it.
The other Jagdpanzer 4 is already damaged pretty heavily by the 88. I don't know why he keeps messing with those 88s with those Jagdpanzer 4s. Like, that 88 will eat that up.
Oh yeah, we've watched it eat one already.
Like a Chinese buffet right there. He's just going to town.
A sweet, succulent Chinese meal.
Yeah.
Yeah, this LG's probably gonna... Oh, nope, he's falling it back. But at the same time, overlapping fields of fire with the other 88, so the 2K range, like, we're seeing Mimile actually, like, really utilize some sectors of fire here.
We're also seeing Mimile take this game right here as this ends. It goes all the way down to the tick. No tap out by Luna. He plays it to the very end. And that KD is going to seem...
Wow.
To a lot of players, they're going to be like, wow, that KD is super close. Obviously, it is, right?
Yeah, that's ridiculously close.
But that's why you don't allow KD to tell you the story of a game. KD can reflect sometimes, like, hey, this was a beatdown, or hey, this was a drawn-out, knockdown brawl affair. But Luna allowed Mimile to have momentum the entire game, and when you have momentum like that, you can trade a little worse. It's just how the game works. You can you can lose a few units if those few units are getting you the double tick and assuring you win the game in 25 minutes.
Yeah, and I also want to point out, like, seeing Mimile utilize the 2K, knowing that Walter would have needed to bring out, like, those heavier units, like the Jagd Panthers, the Panzer 470s. He was able to overuse his support units in his 2K range to, like, fight in the south. And while at the same time, Luna, once he pushed up north, was able to see great success, but it petered out because he kept pushing more and more stuff into the south.
Oh wow, the SK-18 actually killed the Nebelwerfer.
Oh, with the munitions truck, yeah.
That happened right at the end of the game. That must happen like immediately at the end. Yeah, it did right at the very end. That's funny. The Nebelwerfer did kill the 88, but yeah, that's actually really funny.
Yeah, that's literally like 10 seconds before the game ended. All right. And good.
No, I was just saying, Mimile played an excellent game. I thought, to me, if you like just having played both players before in history, I played Luna a lot more than I played Mimile, but Luna looked rusty to me. Like, if I like just looking at the gameplay, he looked a little rusty, looked a little slow, and Mimile looked like he was ready to execute. And I think the scoreboard kind of showcased that.
I'm not going to say that I'm geriatric when it comes to this game like you are. We're both kind of geriatric. We've been playing this game since 2019.
Don't say I'm geriatric. Geriatric implies I don't got the skill. I still got the skill. I'm playing in a tournament in February, so why don't you watch yourself right now?
Oh shit, I'm going to have to cast some of your games. Woo! But no, I'm saying, like, just because we've been playing this game for so long, like, we will get rusty, like, life comes up, so I understand why there might be some rust for one of the players, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's natural. It happens, but Mimile got a fat dub at the end of the day.
Yeah, and with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching this game with us, and please stay tuned for the next week so we can try to keep pumping out more of the Steel Division content, Puck. So like, comment, subscribe, and with that, any last words, Graham?
Like, comment, subscribe.
All right, and thank you all for watching. See you next week.